Well, I didn't get the Switch 2 because it's sold out everywhere, so I might as well talk about the other thing that came out on the same day. God, I really want Donkey Kong Bonanza. He just looks so goofy. I love him. I like to think revivals are big gambles like remakes. When you're remaking something, I want to see some changes that are executed well. With revivals, I like to see it as raising someone from the dead. You hope that when they come back alive, they're the exact same as when they left. Phineas and Ferb Season 5 is the living embodiment of what a revival should be. We all watched Phineas and Ferb back in the day. Two brothers building inventions. The mom thinks her daughter is schizo because she keeps trying to show her the invention, but they disappear because of a platypus battling an evil pharmacist. This was the formula for every single episode of the series, but it worked so well. My personal favorite episode was Roller Coaster the Musical because it remade the original and improved upon it on every aspect. You know, something that Disney couldn't do today. However, when it comes to this show, in my personal opinion, as I grew up, the show stayed good because of its characters and absolutely catchy songs you could blast in the club, but the formula started to wear thin. However, whenever I took a break from the show and came back for the new episodes, it worked for me again. Well, the show ended in 2015, so we've been on a 10-year hiatus.
To the I, to the M, to the P.
Except not really, because they came back a year later in the underrated Milo Murphy's Law. Then in 2020, Candace got her own movie, and now they're back again. So really, it's only been a 5-year hiatus. I was scared to watch this a little because it felt unnecessary when I saw the trailer. But like I said, the formula of the show is so entertaining and fun that if executed well, the show could be a hit once again. Guys, I feel like a child again. I binged the first new 10 episodes in a day. I can't think of the last time I binged something like this back to back. This revival doesn't tweak the formula whatsoever because it feels like these characters never left in the first place, like they were just on school leave or something. The formula has been left so untouched that the theme song is the exact same, except they say it's another 104 days.
There's another 104 days of summer vacation.
This is how you do a revival. Not everything has to talk about modern times or about COVID or the political, economical state of the world, because it's been done to death. I honestly just want to watch two weirdly shape-headed people make stuff again while their sister slowly slips into insanity and her mind will never become whole again because everything she sees disappears, making her lose her loved ones in the progress. Anyways, the first episode starts off like your standard episode. They sing a song, the crew builds something, Doofus fighting Perry, yada yada yada. Candace tries to get her mom to see the invention because it's gonna disappear. What the fuck? What the fuck? The first episode spices things up a little bit by doing a plot that reintroduces this world by being slightly bigger than your average episode and having some cute little emotional moments for huge fans of the series. After that, it's your pretty basic bunch of episodes, but some of the plots they cooked here are really creative. Some of my favorites was the one where a therapist sees both Doof and Candace and loses his mind thinking that the events that happened to them is a conspiracy. You get a Carl episode in there, Candace's plot about parallel parking returns. There's a lot to like here, even the animation, which is really smooth for some reason. It doesn't feel like a revival that was made for nostalgia bait. Of course, there's a lot of characters and stuff that show up that'll make you Leonardo DiCaprio meme, but it really feels like the show never ended. The only real complaints I have is that the inventions and songs so far don't live up to anything from the old days. Nothing's gonna beat the paper mache plane, the robots, the video game one. Nothing's topping Scroll in My Pants, Busted, My Nemesis, Summer Belongs to You, Backyard Beach. Ooh, wait, the one where they're like, so you're saying that you don't got rhythm, and Phineas is just like, bro, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. Get you goo. Evil Boys, EVILBOYS. Holy shit, let me shut the fuck up before I download the entire album on Spotify. So far, this revival feels so true in spirit to the original that if you started watching season 5 and were left in the dark that the show ended, you wouldn't believe your ears. You know how like with classic SpongeBob, everyone loves it, and the newer seasons you're like, I'm sure even kids today would rather watch the older seasons than these new ones? No, this revival will have you going, oh, this was a season 5 episode? I thought this was back in season 2. That's how good of a revival this is, guys.
Hey, where's Perry?